Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are hale and hearty. Welcome to NIEPS Homeschool. This is Fatema Sabrin Shikha, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take English second paper class for the students of class 6 on the topic transformation. I am repeating, today our topic is transformation. And students, this is revision work, our revision class. And this is lecture number 19. Students, in our earlier YouTube classes, separately we have discussed on voice changing, on affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. And today, all together, we will practice changing voice and affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. And this is together, it is to say called transformation, and another name of transformation is called changing sentence. Now we will practice some sentences. We will change some sentences that is taken from your model question 1 to 8. You can exercise from your advanced learners book. And now let's practice with me. So let's start. Transformation. First one is, he does not produce good crops, and you have to change it to affirmative. Students, look here, does not. Does not means it is in negative sense, so you have to change it to affirmative. So the sentence is, he does not produce good crops. So if we change it to affirmative, we have to write, he produces poor crops. Students, I am writing the sentence and then I will explain why I have written like this. He produces poor crops. He produces poor crops. Now students, come here. He is subject. I have written here subject, and as it is in negative, does not, we will not write in affirmative sentence. So directly we will use the principal verb, and principal verb is produce. And we know with third person singular number we have to add s or es. So he is third person singular number, that's why I have written produces. And now come to the word good. We know good is called adjective, and we have to use the opposite word of the given adjective. So if you write here bad, no, it can't be go with crops, because we have to say poor crops. The word bad goes with human quality, so that's why we have to write poor, and then at last we have to write crops. So the affirmative sentence will be, he produces poor crops. Now come to number B, he does not cultivate his lands, and you have to do it or change it into passive. I am repeating the sentence, he does not cultivate his lands. So it is in negative sense, we have to make it passive along with affirmative. So if we write he, we can't write, because we have to take object as subject. We know the rules of passive voice. Subject will be object, object will be subject. We have to use auxiliary verb, then we have to use past participle form of the given principal verb, then we have to use by, and we have to use object. Now I am writing the subject. Here we have to choose his land as subject. It is here in the given sentence, it is object, we have to write as subject, his lands. His lands. Now students, we have to choose an auxiliary verb. So what can be this? This is in present tense, so we have to choose am, is, are. So his lands means lot of lands, so it is plural, so we have to write plural form, plural verb. So verb will be are, his lands are. His lands are, then past participle form of the principal verb, it will be cultivated. It will be cultivated. His lands are cultivated by him. So here we have to write by him. His lands are cultivated by him. Here we have to write his lands are not cultivated by him. Are not cultivated by him. Now come to number C. It was not far from the school. It will be affirmative. You have to change it to affirmative. It was not far from the school. So if we change it, it will be it was near the school. Students, look, not far from, it means near, close to. So here we have to erase negative words and have to write the affirmative form. It was near the school. So it was near the school. It means it was not far from the school. Now number D, he helps his classmates, and you have to change it into passive. So he helps his classmates. We have to take the object of given sentence and have to make it as subject in passive form. So here I am writing his classmates. His classmates. Then we have to choose an auxiliary verb, and it must be are, because the subject indicates plural form. His classmates is in plural form. His classmates are, then we have to write past participle form of the given verb. Helped. His classmates are helped, and we have to write by him. Then full stop. His classmates are helped by him. Now at last, number E, he loves his works. Also it will be passive. So he loves his works, we have to write the object as subject, his works. Then again we have to write an auxiliary verb, and it will be are, as his works are plural. So then we have to write the past participle form of love. So it will be loved. His works are loved by him. Students, the sentence will be his works are loved by him. I hope you can understand how you have to change affirmative or affirmative to negative, passive to active, active to passive. Look, if this sentence, he produces 4 crops, is given, and if it is instructed to make it negative, what you will write? You have to write he does not produce good crops. So the sentence is given, and as we make it affirmative, here we have written he produces 4 crops. Like this, if it was near the school is given and you have to make it negative, you will write it was not far from the school. And look, his works are loved by him. This is in passive form, and if it is instructed to make it active, then you will write he loves his works. We know object will be subject, then we will not use auxiliary verb. So instead of auxiliary verb, we will use principal verb according to subject. Then we have to use s or es if the subject is third person singular number, or we will use the base form if the subject is plural number. Like this, we have to use object. So if you follow the rules, then easily you can change the sentences. That is called changing sentence or transformation. Students, that's all for today. Today's class was revision work. I hope you have learned the rules at home and you are practicing model question 1 to 8 for your upcoming exam. And if you have any problem, you can call me directly. Here I have provided my phone number, and hope you will practice more and more. So see you in our next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.